Welcome, my friends, back to Marvel Snap. We're here with Moonstone. Here we go. Time to be able to grab the latest and greatest, my friends. Let's clear out our grading of the previous card. Got it. All right. I don't have enough keys to be able to dig into the cache. The cache seems fine. We're going tokens today. And we'll see whatever soup they decide to cook up for us here. What is this? Nope, that's... They didn't build it? Does it take me to deck? And they were like, no, it's a joke. It was a joke. Am I full? 9, 12, 17. I shouldn't be full. We could definitely clear some of these. You get a little redundant. Hi, Evo. No. Get that out of here. Okay. Let's try again. And autofill. Okay, so it is a Patriot list. I kind of like this. Just use tokens on stone, saving up the keys for Ares and Misery. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, I've been wanting to try this. We're gonna go Moonstone Patriot. These all work. Let's see. Make sure that we get our bounties. I always forget. Here we go. Okay. Easy. Fill all locations. Actually possible with what we've got cooking. Play one cost cards. Also feels possible with what we're doing. Let's go. All right. Let's go, everybody hopping in. We do have drops on the Twitch side. Those just launched today. Made it to the very start of the stream, Graham. Yep. Had a dentist appointment, so we're starting right on the dot of the new card releasing. Normally I like to have a little bit of a waiting room, but here we go. I am on Twitch as Teddy Ninja 15 on that side if you want to be able to use this stream to get yourself those coveted drops. Patriot, Mystique, Moonstone, Prophet, and maybe a little Ant-Man tag in there as well. We'll keep it brighter, I guess. Pip, pop. The fun thing is that we can do some tricks, like you could have a more expensive card. Oh, I need to pull up the tracker. Here we go. You could have a more expensive ongoing card get copied by Mystique and then clip Moonstone onto that. We're all gonna swap? Okay, I'll play Dazzler out here. Moonstone's looking nutty. She looks like she was a must-buy. She does look very fun. Okay, I don't know if I want to use Mystique already, though. That's the thing. She's like pretty important, but is it just... Because I put her on Dazzler, and then on 4, I guess I play Malekith, and then I play Blarvel, and then I play Ultron. Like, maybe that is fine. Just spread the love a little. See where we want to position everybody at the end of the day. Is this crazy? Okay, you're gonna steal.
Assemble.
Steel Cap. Kazardo. Okay, I feel like this Malekith is like too good to pass up, right? Because it's gonna hit either Patriot or Brood on a 50-50. So we play for it. And you play for it on the lane where you are ultimately going to play Ultron. That being mid. Because I think Belarval is going off to the side. How do I feel about a Red Wing change as a fellow bounce enjoyer? Ooh, I haven't seen it yet. Let's check it out.
Assemble.
Patch notes. Oh, Agamotto is going to be a future battle pass card. Red Wing, first time this moves, add a card from your hand to the old location. I mean, that effect sounds very fun. Like, very fun. You do have Moonstone, and you pulled Brood, which was the wrong one. But beggars can't be choosers. So you do something like this. Wow. We got so many new cards, guys, on the... off of the data mine. Agamotto, Cobra, Aeson, Firehair. Firehair is the name of a... They named her Firehair, okay. Khonshu, Red Wing, Starbrand, Fanfell, Ghost the First Rider. Son of Flaming Mammoth. Oh, it's too good, it's too good. Okay. Pop down the Ultron. Let it live a little. Brrr. Fill everything. Illusionist, great to see you. Simon Cleric, we got everybody hopping in. Perry Yod, Red Wing change killed my revive. Was excited for more bounce tools. I don't know, man. The thin from hand, it sounds fun. It sounds different. We already have enough, right? Like Toxin, Beast, and Falcon feel all pretty good. So I'm okay with it. Don't have Nocturne, so this week is Hyper for your keys. Oh yeah. Get in there, grab those guys. And now you're getting the full 2,000 tokens. Like you always should have, if you hit the redundancy. Guys, Ultron is like, no, you have Killmonger. Jeet, what are we doing? Gosh dang it. Didn't want to snap on that? That's crazy. I think Firehair is a cave woman who bonded the Phoenix Force. So they called her Firehair. I mean, I get that the Nigurthals are not pinnacles of intellect, but that's still just, it's a silly name, man. Just want to see the Moonstone animation. I know, you haven't got a chance to play her yet. Moonstone was the full 4 keys for you. Glad they upped the keys. That's good. That's good. And then, oh, so part of the reason we have so many different cards is because Agamotto is going to put all of these spells into your deck. Winds of Watum, Temporal Manipulation, Icy Tendrils of Icathlon, Images of Icon, 2 images of Icon. I will feast. Khonshu waxing, Khonshu full. So Agamotto at the start of the game, shuffle specific number of spells into your deck. I wonder if we'll get all the spells or if it's going to be a curated selection similar to Kate. I'll just play Patty. So we want to tag Moonstone on his location later. Cobra, activate. Switch an enemy card here that didn't start in your opponent's deck to your side. What? Switch an enemy card here that didn't start in your opponent's deck to your side. Fascinating. Isan legendary. Legendary? What? At the start of the game, if all your cards have different powers, give them +2 power? Oh man, Space Noodle, great to see you. Scorpion, how's it going, mate? We are going to have so much energy. I don't really want to play on Vibranium Mines. I don't really want to give extra energy either, and I want to leave open space for Moonstone. So I guess we're doing something like this. Super Skrull gonna get all the effects of Moonstone. Oh yes. It could be a great time to play the Super Skrull. Thought that someone said they upped the keys. No, they just upped the drop rate of the Series 3 cards if you're not Series 3 complete, and then they also give you more tokens if you hit the duplicate while cracking open keys. Tribunal, go Tribunal with Silver Surfer. What SS are you referring to? I guess I should play Khazar here. This is not a great matchup for us. Hey Shane, how's it going, mate? Tired of the random RNG and snap right now? You mean the RNG of, oh, they hit Wiccan and snapped? I didn't. I should leave. They should just remove the gold tickets, but then how do you get through Conquest? I think we should leave. Oh, Super Skrull. Escaped. Super Skrull Tribunal. Here's the problem, is that Moonstone doesn't seem like she really helps the Tribunal deck that much. Does Moonstone take Khazar if there is Elysium? I don't think so. But we've been wrong before. Because Moonstone... Let's check. The hyphen means that she should care about original cost, is my understanding. Also upping the Series 3 drop rates for those who are Series 3 complete, they essentially increase the 700 gold variant drop rate. That's kind of nice. And actually that's something that I hadn't necessarily considered. Hey Teddy, have a question. Do we get 2,000 tokens first, or do we get Spotlight variant first, or duplicate card in caches? Gladiator, confusing wording of the question. When you go to the cache, you have an even chance of any of the 4 options. So there is no first. It is just shake of the dice. You could get the duplicate, which would then get ground. Oh, hang on. Spotlight variant first, or duplicate card in the caches. Yeah. So you get an even chance of anything appearing. And in that 4th slot, you have a even, or it's like a weighted chance of any Series 5 or Series 4 card, including duplicates. So in the position that you pull the random Series 5 or Series 4 card, and out of its lottery of all the Series 4 and Series 5 cards, if it hits one that you already have, then you get 2,000 tokens instead of the 1,000 tokens. Just got 1,000 tokens from your Gilgamesh as your cash card. RIP, gotta update the app. I'ma give aid. You gotta help yourself out on that one, buddy. I can tell you that one for free. Go to the Play Store, press update snap. But you're not gonna get that for, like, the tokens are gone. Three dash cost means original cost needs to be 3, otherwise listed as cards that cost 3. Yes. Though, it was what, Malekith? I think Malekith was bugged and would care about Elysium alterations. So, we'll see what happens. If anyone agree, please make a suggestion on removing gold tickets from collection rewards. Illusionist, you want to completely remove the gold tickets? I like the gold tickets in there. I like being able to play my Conquest at higher stakes to get through the store faster. I guess you play Mystique over here because you hit another ongoing buff from Cap, right? Cyclops. How have we never found Patriot? It's a little depressing. Okay, so I can slam Ultron. Will have cards buffed by 2, so 4/4 plus 4 again. 8, 12 takes me to 17. Pretty good. His Bruce Banner has never procced, which is actually tragic for him. So we'll see if we can push it. The Banner transformation might... I don't think it beats us because I get the Dazzler buff though. Doesn't help you had to 4-key to be able to grab Moonstone. Oh no. Okay, so they took away one of the Khazars. And that's all? He's just preying on this Bruce Banner spawn then. Because otherwise we win, right? Yes! Banner doesn't get angry. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. Ever since they removed gold as a reward for Conquest, there's barely any reason to go there. Barely any reason. Hold on. I don't think I've... I don't think I've opened this store yet. So, hold on. Before I make the point too hypocritically. Conquest. Shop. Luke Cage says barely any reason. But yeah, not having the gold in here is unfortunate. I wish they had more borders. Or that they had like a Conquest exclusive border that you could purchase maybe multiple times a season. Like if you could get 6, maybe that's too many, but like 4 exclusive borders. Could be something, right? And this fill all locations quest is amazing for us. With Ultron in the deck. That shop is just depressing now? Yeah, kind of. Chara, member for 21 months. Up, Teddy? Been a while. How you been? I've been doing great. Happy New Year. It's great to have you back on the stream. "21 months. It's crazy. I love it. Actually did Conquest for that red-green Xmas border for your vision. Yeah, exactly. Like some of the cosmetics are worth it. For sure. Let's hit the Autos Lab, see what we pull. Why is Patriot Ultron deck cruising? Because Ultron is like super overbuffed. We haven't even hit the good combos. We haven't had Patriot or Moonstone. We're still waiting on those. They had the holiday wrapping border that was shop exclusive, but that was just a one-off. Yeah, make that forever. Why not Moonstone with Quinjet and Victory Hand? Why not wait until I get to finish testing? Why not give me a minute to collect my my deck building considerations? Much appreciated. I mean, we gotta play Moonstone, right? I think you go ahead and invest because she's gonna get the buffs off of Mer Island. There we go.
I am Iron Man.
Moonstone versus Iron Man. That doesn't bode super well for us. So now I can Mystique the Moonstone, right? And if I Mystique the Moonstone, I get an extra Patriot Ant-Man on the board. Okay. Wow. They spend Iron Man Mystique all on left lane. They're insane. Oh, but it pulls Malekith. That could be... Dang it. Your cap? I mean, we die, right? Because... Also, hang on. Ah. So, Mystique on the Moonstone doesn't pull these powers. It just gives her the Moonstone ongoing to pull other powers at her spot. That's fair enough. Not how I thought it was going to work. We are dead anyway, though. I think we're dead either way.
Escaped.
Maybe late to the party. Why does the Black Swan variant look so derpy? I thought it was meant to be a zombies variant. I think it's just the artist's style, man. I think you're just hating on whoever drew that card. They worked really hard on that. Yeah, it's still location dependent. Unfortunate, right? But makes sense. Like, Moonstone herself is not the Mystique power. She doesn't take those powers onto herself. She just has an ongoing that's affecting that location. Do you even care about Squirrel Girl when you have Ultron in hand? I feel like you don't even care. It's just the face, like, it looks like an old man. It is unfortunate. Definitely unfortunate. I can play the hood on Panoptitron. Mitigate some of the downside here. Now if only they could make Black Swan usable. Yeah. First make her pretty, then make her usable. Difficulty impossible. If we stack Nidavellir, so we go 3, 4, Captain America, then Ultron. It could be fine. Is there a counter to Wiccan on 3 or 4, like Sandman? The counter, my friend, is the button in the bottom left. That's been staring at you the entire time. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that is the fun and engaging counterplay. Old Sandman would have kind of done it. New Sandman doesn't really. The only reason to care about Squirrel Girl if you have Ultron is if you need priority in the early game for some reason. Right, and I was kind of considering, I don't think I do. Definitely Moonstone for the Patty. Toss Demon mid, because that's probably where I need the most help. And then throw Ultron. All his drones are going to suck up the Panoptitron. Am I saying this right, chat? Anyone confirm or deny? Panoptitron? Buffs. It's going to go crazy. Got Nocturne and then Moonstone. So 2 keys. Maybe Nocturne can be of use in your Silver Surfer deck. I don't know. Yeah, Nocturne kind of lost a lot of her appeal once. Here we go. Once we got Grocket. Because it's like, well, why not just play Grocket? Mobius counters New Sandman? Yes. Panopticron. Okay. It's not a ch, it's a cr. Gotcha. That helps. Okay, chat, now can someone tell me where in Marvel lore Panopticron is from? I don't know what character or world it's tied to. Thankfully, we have just enough power with the Ultron to be able to pass them at Nidavellir. Ooh. You're gonna want that one over again, buddy. I think. Hang on, 30 power? 30 power is insane. How close do we get? Oh! We get there.
Victory.
9999. The drones say 9. I will win this match. Hey, Melissa, just swinging by to say hi. Hello back to you. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Tenopticron is from 2005 Exiles Run. It's kind of a deep cut. Aliens live there or something? Rogue steals Moonstone, gets the ongoing ability, right? Yes. Rogue would take Moonstone's ongoing ability, not any of the ongoing abilities that Moonstone had been proccing, and then Rogue would apply it to her side of the location and would not care about the ongoings played by the opponent, or the other ongoings played by the opponent. Guys, this fill out locations thing is going to make it's going to make the guild rich. Now's a good time just to throw in Skrull in the decks to be able to have fun in the mirror matches. Well, apparently what my opponents think is fun in the mirror matches is to play Killmonger with the right timing to destroy my Ultron drones. So that's been a lot of cubes swung back and forth, kind of. So Panopticon is just like a alien outpost city for the Exiles. And hang on, I'm thinking of the Runaways. Is Nico involved in the Exiles? Who is in the 2005 run of Exiles? Would Rogue buff herself as a 3, so quadruple the Elaine? Would Rogue buff herself as a 3? But what, buff herself with what? Run Invisible Woman so that we can proc Ultron behind their Killmongers? Maybe. That has a certain appeal to it. US agent's annoying. But it's probably fine. We can Patriot. Patriot into Mystique into Moonstone. Into Ultron. GG, right? Exiles are Blink, Morph, and the Mora, Sabretooth, and some other people. Blink, Nocturne, Morph, Mimic. How is Morph different than Mimic? The Exiles were originally from Age of Apocalypse timeline, but then they got popular and put into 616. Okay. Moonstone doubles 1, 2, and 3 cost cards here. No, Moonstone takes their ongoing abilities. That's where our confusion was. I was like, what are you talking about? Moonstone doesn't double power. She takes the ongoing abilities. So if Rogue steals an ability, yes, Moonstone... Okay, yes, if that's what you're asking. So I use Rogue, Rogue steals Double Dinosaur, and then I play Moonstone. Moonstone would take, not double, I guess. I don't know in which case that matters. But Moonstone would take the ongoing ability that Rogue had stolen. Yes, that is true. For some reason, I thought you were talking about power increases. Will Moonstone copy the Rogue ability? Yes. Mimic copies powers. He's like Rogue's child. Ah, Morph just transforms into different things. Like Beast Boy, kind of. But does it... Okay. I guess next question. How much... When Morph takes the... When Morph transforms into something, how much of their powers does he maintain? Because it seems like he's also taking their powers. When he turned into Blob in 97, he sure belly bounced Wolverine into that what was it? The big Sentinel. Then we go Ultron. Pop, 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 pop. Play to fill. I wonder if they take this back. They probably do. That's also probably fine. Also, what is your deck's goal with Dracula here? I'm fascinated. Mythansphalonic, whatever you're planning, must be truly nefarious.
No strings on me.
Blade cuts Black Swan. Oh, so it's like a Drac dump deck. Okay. And now you duplicate whatever was not cut. What is it gonna be? Rolk. That does it. That does it. Tough. It's all the play around Titania. It's actually the Titania that won them the match because she became a placeholder and then blocked the drone spawn. Morph can only copy physical abilities. Ah, so that's his limitation. But it does depend on the person writing the comics. Yeah. Gotcha. The animated Morph is actually very different than the Exiles run. Okay. Yo, Ahmed, how's it going? Okay, Ahmed, we had a question. Where is Panopticon from as referenced in the comics, and why is it important enough to have a Marvel Snap location? Let's go Dazzler. Has the ongoing effects, and here are confusing to me. Moonstone with Kazar didn't double buff Ultron drones. Yes, because Moonstone has a cutoff on the cost. She only cares about the cheap cards, 1, 2, and 3s. Having the Raptors is great for us, but obviously also good for their Dazzler. Oh, my Ultron! My best card. We might just be dead. Like, right because of, well, maybe we're fine. Hang on, hang on. This is a lot of, like, just insane power, right? Mystique. What was the name again? Panopticon? It's... First we had a discussion on how I'm supposed to pronounce it. Then we had a discussion as to what the heck it is. It's the red location that gives you +2 to cards that did not start in your deck. Hold on, I think it's like supposed to be Malekith because Malekith could unearth Squirrel Girl, which would be the god pull, right? Hang on, chat. What's... Is it better? I could play Moonstone now, or I could play Malekith now. So I could wait and draw one card. Or I could use Malekith the Thin and try and find it explicitly. I think actually playing Moonstone now and waiting for the Malekith as maybe a 50-50 on the last turn is a little bit better. Could have Mystiqued Moonstone for more ongoings. That's not quite how it works.
The Sorcerer Supreme.
The Mystique would take on the Moonstone ability of being able to have the ongoing effects of the other discounted cards at the location. She does not take on like a... She doesn't take on all the power. I guess I don't know what the Mystique Moonstone interaction is and where it breaks or not. Is that what we're talking about? Like, if Mystique is copying Moonstone and Moonstone takes on the other ongoings and Mystique is an ongoing within the power threshold that Moonstone would copy, I guess because she already has the text, she just gains the text again and doesn't do it twice. So I don't think they're not like multiplicative or an infinite loop or anything. I also think that this is amazing. This squirrel is about to be jacked out of his mind. It's going to be a 10 power squirrel that we huck over to the side. I love it. Squirrel Girl in right lane. But I kind of like it like this. I guess they don't have a good way to be able to move dagger. Well, if they Heimdall here, then the raptors move and the dagger moves. So I want a little bit more power over here. Or if they Heimdall right, then I definitely want Squirrel Girl with the squirrel landing here. Either way, it would be 4 Patriots. Yes, I think so. Dang it. Alright, but even Squirrel Girl right doesn't win in this position. Because it just would have been +7, so it would have tied, and it would have lost on margin of victory. Would I? Actually, no, I think I would have won on margin of victory. Dagger needs to be nerfed. Yeah. Now that they have enough support in the other move cards, we could probably tone her down a lot. None of these are good for us. Dagger does not need a nerf. No one plays her. Excuse me. We've seen her how many times in the top like 100 players in the top 100? Playing the same list at the same time, Period, and it's really fun. Oh, I love to hear it. I hope it does super well for you. Adam Webb made her into a bear. Yeah. Dagger could probably get toned down. Get a little bit of base power and then not scale so quickly. She's just a 2 cost, right? Top 100 isn't real, Simon. I guess I'm not in the top 100, but I play against them all the time. Limited pocket my butt. It's my whole world. This power spike late game is cool. Yeah, but in an unfair kind of way. Is Moonstone good? I mean, so far she's fun. Still trying to figure out if she's very good or not. Patriot gets moved over. Dagger does have a nerf. It's called Red Guardian. Do you know how hard it is to tag Dagger with Red Guardian? It's incredible. Move decks are notoriously hard to hit with any kind of control, let alone something that has to target her prior to her buffing herself. Okay, in this case, I think Moonstone first and then Mystique is better. Because Mystique on the Moonstone would get an extra copy of the Ant-Man and multiple copies of the Patriot. But how many copies of the Patriot is it? Is it 3? Or is it 4? I think it's only 4. Because there's Patriot. So you could have Patriot, Mystique, and then Moonstone takes Patriot, Mystique. Or you have Patriot, and then the Moonstone takes the Patriot, and then the Mystique version of Moonstone takes the Patriot. But I don't have Ultron either, so like, I'm gonna do this. Oh, the misery. This is new misery variant, pretty sick. Okay. Problem is, I kind of want a Malekith to thin the deck and improve my odds of finding Ultron, but if I do, Malekith gets pulled over here to the left. I mean, I do have Brood, which is gonna get buffed up. Yeah, sure, let's see. Was that a Hailstorm reference? Hailstorm would be I Miss the Misery. I was referencing Imagine Dragons' enemies. Blue Marvel right, then Mystique left. But we found the Ultron. This is it. Guys, the power spike on these drones is gonna be unreal. Sorry, Jeet. Oh, wait. Gosh, dang it. Jeet has Killmonger, right? He's gonna just beat me again. Watch. We die. Honestly, I think Jeet is I know he's not rank 1 right now. He's rank 31. He's probably the player that I like playing the least. In terms of, like, I lose most often to Jeet. Lambie. I actually went pretty even with a Lambie when Lambie was playing Snap. Like, if we met on ladder. Brute doesn't lose to Killmonger? I'm just hoping that he doesn't have it.
There's no strings on me.
Power must be controlled.
Oh. Hold on. Oh. Man. He had the Shang instead. Brute doesn't lose to Killmonger. Man.
3D.
9 power basic arrow after Vicky into Freya into Vicky empowered Moonstone. Let's go. Yeah, I definitely want to play around with Vicky Moonstone. Did Lambie leave Snap? I haven't heard that name in a while. I think he did. I at least have not seen him in forever. Let's check in on our old buddy. I used to raid Lambie all the time. And honestly, he was probably the Snap content creator I watched the most while he was here. Lambie series. Lambie series gaming on YouTube has been dormant for months. I don't know, what did Lambie do? Is his Twitch still active? I know he was a bigger streamer than YouTuber. Lambie still does his show with KM Best? Oh, nice. I'm sure he plays a little bit at least. Well, I have not... Unless he changed his account name, I never play against him, but we are on the same server. Desmond. We're hitting all the greats. How's a Moonstone so far? I think a Moonstone is good. I think the deck that... I think this deck, while fun, is probably not the most competitive. Mirage pulls Patty. Interesting. Rocket. I think we still Moonstone here. Yep. Of course he's got Wiccan. Love that. Malekith Squirrel Girl here. I don't know what I want Malekith to pull. Open 2 caches. Got her. I liked her in the Dark Avengers. She was pretty cool. But I think you're going to like using her. We pulled Brood. You can move Grocket. Grocket is a 5. I think Blarvel just wins. Because you'd be a 6, which is beyond Grocket. And you guys would get +4. In before Doctor Doom. Right? They should make a card that's on reveal, steal power from all of your 10+ cards until they hit 9 power. Juke the Shang. That would be a really, really funky card. But I mean, I see the appeal. This is for all the people who believe that 9 power is better than 10 power. All the Killmongers, bro. I guess this deck is just not playable right now, is it? You can't be done. It can't be used. It's a fun idea, but until you see a lower share of Killmonger, we always die. Or really, we're never using Brood. We could cut Brood for Kyera. I could tech my own Invisible Woman. My own Invisible Woman would help with the Ultron, but not with that game. I think it's that Brood goes away, and then you're supposed to play like Kyera. Which I can never spell. A-I-E-R-A. Yep. Natural, just like they say in English. Have anyone seen the new Lasher animation? They have a new one? Oh, no. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Brood, Absman, Moonsurfer? Why Moon? In that position? So I think to avoid infinite loops, there can only be 3 Patriots, regardless of play order. I'm pretty sure there are 4, right? If you go Patriot into Mystique, so Mystique is copying the Patriot power, and then you play Moonstone. Does Moonstone not get up to 4? Or is it basically that Moonstone can only take on unique abilities and would never take on duplicates? Moonsurfer Patriot? Man, that's a... The Surfer Patriot tech is a deck that I have not seen in a long time. It was the Teddy Wife deck. There was an era where it was like autopilot, guys. It was so good. So Moonstone here is kind of cute. You get the double Dazzler. But I think just going Patty here, yeah, is what I want. Moon could copy Rogue. Yep. There's the Vicky. Ultron? And then Moonstone later, right? This way I try and keep the lead on mid.
There's no strings on me.
So if I'm Moonstone, I get the extra 6 on left. I get enough mid to, of course, stay ahead. I get an extra 8 on right, which is not enough. Six on left is fine as long as Danger Room procs. Are we really doing this? Alright. Cannonball kills. We get the rock. Basic arrow gets shot. Come on. Aww. Close. The acid arrow, man. Blocking my drone spawn. You're not clever. I was just playing on the danger room. You also didn't snap. Okay, one or two more of this one, and then we'll switch over probably to a Victoria hand deck. Hand Quinjet Moonstone seems really fun. Old Patriot list was a blast. Venom 1, I'm going to try and make it work with Moonstone somehow. Nice. There might be something there, I don't know. Want to see the hand interaction with Moonstone? Well, the interaction is Moonstone will give +2 to cards that didn't start in your hand. Trying to decide if you want Moonstone, not sold yet. Well, let us get her into some other decks. Okay. Also, we're obligated to try a Cerebro deck at some point today. Cerebro 6, right? We have to. For science. I guess I'll just do Patriot. Try a Goose deck with Moonstone. yeah, that sounds great. I'm gonna play Kyera because I think that he could play Killmonger.
Assemble.
No, my Moonstone. Okay, so there's Patriot. Malekith here will pull Squirrel Girl. But I think what you want is to go Ant-Man Patty. Then Mystique, then Ultron. Oh. Yeah, Squirrel Girl was pulled out anyway because of their cable, I guess. Ooh, but was my Ultron pulled out? It was not. So they have my Blarvel, right? I'm at 0. Yeah, I'm at 0. So they took Blue Marvel. That's fine. If we Mystique the Patriot and then we Ultron left, should have it. Tried pulling Vicky, but got Mockbird Grandmaster and Hawkeye? Yep. They gotcha. Does this Ultron get it done? It's like 6/6. It's a lot of sixes. It's pretty good, but probably not. Yeah.
Victory.
Not a guarantee, but worth playing. Alright, chat. Time for the Vicky. I guess we drop like Hydra Bob for the Quinjet. So the point is that Quinjet and Vicky can work with Moonstone and Pym Arrow. Notable version that you're doing is Dazzler, Speed, Hand, Quinjet, Moonstone, and Wiccan. Speed does work. I mean, yeah, we can always cut some control cards to make it happen. Let's try this at first. Get a feel for it. Still upset that you spent 4 keys on Vicky and then they added a patch after she was out of the rotation. I thought the patch happened prior. Like, I thought there was a window between the patch dropping and acquiring her. Snow Guard, I guess. It happened 3 hours prior. Earlier in the morning. Yeah. You were able to get in that window? Hopefully you guys were. Dang it, no 2s. Wiccan is dead. And then you got the 2,000 tokens? There you go. Pays to play the odds. But not everybody. The 3-hour window is really like... It's too short. I don't really want Vibranium. I want my other cards. So we'll do this. And yes, I will be justifying running White Queen for as long as possible. We should probably... I'm just thinking here. We could cut Shang. We haven't seen too many of, like, the really... decks going tall. There are more mirror matches. So we should probably run a Rogue. Like, change Shang for Rogue. Could be something. They really need to stop with these short windows. Same garbage as Blob. They should stop with the short windows. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Shang's gonna get it done now. Punch Destroyer in the face, created by Arisham? Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, but if I do, it makes their death cheap enough to play. For them, not for me. I don't know what else I really want to play, though. I don't have Quinjet, Vicky, or Moonstone. None of those. I think we still just play it.
Power must be controlled.
Impressive.
Misery Vulture. Oh, man. Oh, you're gonna give me Destroyer. Wild. Okay, so I kill Blob here. Takes them to 9. I would win mid. And then you just play biggest card available on right.
Oh, snap.
Snap him. I don't know what people wanted from there here. They needed the patch to update the currency. Patch was scheduled, and the card rollover has also always been here. Dude, what is this? No! What the heck? I needed to... No, I'm pretty locked in, man. This is like best I could have played. This Mockingbird is really good though. Like I could divide. No? Yeah. That was the best that we could have done.
Shiny logo.
The face is really weird. It's not her best. Not her best angle there. I don't know, like schedule the patch for winter break or move the release of Moonstone one day. No, it should literally just be give the community 1,000 tokens. That's what it should have been. It's like, hey, we understand. The patch is going to be released in a tight window. Not everybody is going to be able to take advantage of it, but they're going to want to. So, here you go. 1,000 tokens. Enjoy. You just comp people until you have the patch in place. These are all not usable. I guess, I mean, I am destroying cards with Shang. But I said that I'm going to cut Shang. Man. When is the series drop? Later in January, I think. Silver metallic border. Comp who though? Everybody. Just a hey, thanks for playing our game. Weird old mojo. Alright. There's going to be another series drop? Yeah. There's going to be a bigger one. Glad that Wiccan is good because you like the character. If only all the Young Avengers were. Yeah. Wiccan right now, man. Doing amazing. Cards that didn't start in your decks cost more? No. Cards that didn't start in my deck cost less. What patch is everyone talking about? So we had the patch today that updated the amount of currency that you receive and the drop rates of... hang on, playing Hawkeye. The drop rates of Series 3 cards for earlier players. And we're going to get a patch that is going to do a large series drop later in January. You gotta play Vicky on top of Quinny. And then... probably play... I guess you could throw Acid Arrow across. The idea being that we're gonna fill Otto's lab here is... there's a chance that we do. Is the new card worth it? I think Moonstone is good. No, I don't think Moonstone is... oh, they split them up. I think some of the other future cards are more exciting than Moonstone, though. Maybe we do something like this?
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Someone might absolutely crack the code, but Moonstone seems simply solid.
Opponent snapped.
Yeah, nothing too flashy, but just kind of out here doing the work. How much do we like this Heimdall? Hold on. If I Heimdall like this, you guys all move over. Yeah, I can't do it in a way that gets Moonstone on power cards. I could... No. I think losing mid's just like too bad for us.
Escaped.
You can get the full Moonstone experience, at least right now. Just don't buy Moonstone, but put in Super Skrull. Pretty close. Heimdall last is a big surprise play. Yeah, but I still was not going to be able to win in mid, I don't think. Like, it would have been fun, but I don't think it was going to get it done. And yes, the Kraven would get buffed when I did that, so I was still probably losing mid lane. Is Pokemon Pocket still popular? A lot of streamers stopped streaming it. Let's see. Pokemon Pocket.
Sure, this was the matchup I wanted another Farfetch for, and I'm very, very convinced we want it.
How do I...
Alright, so... standings...
I just want to see the category. Category does not exist.
It's a top 8 cut.
Yeah, it looks like Pokemon Pocket's fallen off a lot. Oh, we Daily Bugle. Daily Bugle the Enchantress. I use the Drex to discount the Drex. But he's actually like my best play. 9 power. I don't want him to get the discount, so I'll just not get the discount myself. Pokemon is popular, there's just nothing going on right now. for like streamers. Dringlish, how's it going, mate? Why did you hear Jeff? Because Twitch decided not to let me mute the stream preview, and he was the lead streamer in the category. Play Enchantress. Hold Enchantress. Play. Well. What are you going to play that I can enchant away? I should probably do it before you enchant my Quinjet. And then, heck, I'll give you Snow Guard. I don't care. Hey, there we go.
Victory.
A lot of people are quitting Pocket. The playability is a little bit boring. Interesting. I'm sure that the game will do fine. It's just, yeah, paced slower than Snap or some of these other lifestyle games. Stopped watching Hoogland months ago. Too abrasive for you? Yep. I do not turn Hooglandia's stream on by choice for myself. Pocket's getting a big update on the 29th. Maybe people are just waiting for that. That can be like a game developer kryptonite, right? Is you announce a big update, then people stop playing waiting for big update. Vicky! Love to see you. There you go, Patty. Okay, we need to stop him. If we can. With our own, or just throw down Bear. Bear for 6 might be fine. We'll see. Kills Shadow King, kills Spores. Well, they scored it anyway. Now bring up the Patty and the Quixel. Vicky Freya. Vicky Moonstone is just unstoppable. It does sound really fun. So Hulkling, yeah. Hulkling got changed so that he doesn't activate when drawn. He activates at the start of the game, but when created during the middle of the game, he still doesn't work. Which is annoying. Gotta try this. Double Vicky tends to win when you have lots of generated cards. Yeah, double Vicky, I mean, at a 2-3 that does something, and then you can get multiples of that. If you're playing into her synergistic conditions, she's going to be really good. I like Vicky a lot. I'm going to try Moonstone and discard. I was thinking in a lane with Morbius plus hand. She's incredible value. That's actually interesting to go discard. You're right, Morb and hand together in lane would be really fun. Okay, so you're like a 116. What the heck, man? That's crazy. So I'll play my 116 over here, and then I'll play my... Oh, gosh, we should have snapped, man.
Victory.
This is it. We found the combo, chat. Quinjet, Vicky, Moonstone. People that think Pocket are boring probably see chess, think that there's nothing going on. Why do people like it? Chess hasn't been patched in hundreds of years. No update. No line of sight, no fog of war. What's the Elon quote? Chess meta, too stale. Why do people play? Wondering how Onslaught plays off of Moonstone? It's additive, not multiplicative, I think is the bottom line of like what you're interested in. Let's just tag here. Just needs a battle royale mode to last. I need a battle pass. New chest skins. We unfortunately do lose the Wiccan condition, but I don't know why they're snapping. Gotta hand it to you, this deck is good. Oh, glad to hear it. Oh, come on, man. Is opponent gonna play like Galactus, or are they just junk? Either way, it's pretty bad for us. Let's take a peek. Look behind the curtain here. I know it dies, but it is Galactus. Incredible. Oh, but I can't play mid. Interesting, interesting. But now you can't play left. What the heck? You killed yourself. Why would you do this thing? You're not setting up to be able to go mid, are you? That would be weird. But my Galactus would be bigger than your Galactus. With the Vicky hand buff. With the Vicky hand buff, it would be. But I could also play this. And just White Tiger, I guess. And then like Moonstone it. I don't think we're winning by trying to play their Galactus. You're just gonna Ultron now? You're the big boys deck, right? Dang it. We should have tried to play Galactus. We could have won. Yeah, we lose to the Ultron. Terrible.
Escaped.
Have I been playing Marvel Rivals at all? I have not. I played it in its beta. So I have tried it. Just the shooter genre is not for me. Like, the game is, for a hero shooter, very well polished and well made. In my opinion. I'm just bad at it. And it hits a spot for me where I'm like, I feel like I'm bad at it because I don't play enough. But then I know that I'll never be able to put enough time in to catch up to the people who are competitive. And I don't know. I hit like the generative spiral and I'll just play other stuff. DJ Shin, how's it going, mate? Been having fun with the Marvel characters, but bad at it too. Still fun. That's the thing, is like somehow my mind has tricked itself like it's not that fun if I'm losing. I can have fun on like bad days of Snap, but I don't really have fun in bad days or bad matchups in Rivals. Did you know that in Marvel Rivals the movement is actually based on frames per second? That's crazy. I did not know that. I know that's how they made like, what is it? Some of the classic shooters like Wolfenstein and stuff. So people who ended up playing these games on machines that are like beyond the imaginations of the developers at the time, like the games run so fast the enemies just kill you immediately. They had to have the slower computers of the day get the game down to a playable rate that a human could actually comprehend. Sounds like the exact same thing is happening in Rivals. I don't really have a good follow-up here, but I'll try. 4 keyed for Kate Bish. Got Emperor Hulkling as a rando. Oh no. That's rough, man. Hey, we activate Wicked though. There's hope for us yet. Iron Man main mostly. The game rules. Nice. Iron Man was they made Iron Man right. For sure in that game. The ability to just fly around infinitely. Weren't I super high on Emperor Hulkling? Yep. That ship has sailed. I don't know, the claustrophobic board and then the pieces that we have here have not done us any favors. Alright, that did us some favors. Some favors were done for sure, right there. Top deck Shang, play sentry on left. Here we go. The team up abilities in Rivals is something that definitely puts it, elevates it. Zirindu, how's it going? Hey Team Teddy, all my Americans staying warm in the Midwest or safe on the West Coast. It's cold out here, man. It's crazy. It was like decade record snowfall or whatever. And then me and Teddy wife had a wedding to go to that was like it was farther south, but it was all on like the path of the snowstorm. We're like, oh, it's literally the worst time to be traveling around. But we ended up being fine. So they activate Scarlet Spider for nothing.
Power must be controlled.
We kill monster. Hold on. They shoot us. Oh. Really, really close.
Victory.
You want that Kim Jacinto Juggernaut the Unstoppable Force bundle is just so bad though. If only the Samsung coupon could reset in time. There we go. Biggest snow in Indy in 6 years and now it's just frigid. Yep, it's just like freezing in. It's rough. I need it to melt down a little bit. As a point of pride, I walk to work, which is a very short walk. And it's at a athletic shoe store. So I'm like, yeah, I'll get out and I'll walk to work rather than drive. And so I've been there over a year. I've driven to work only twice. When they were both because I had either something like immediately prior or something immediately after that I would have to drive to. So I've walked to work every other time. And at this point, it's just like, yeah, a point of pride that I'm going to keep doing it. Even through any kind of inclement weather. But the snow removal here is not making it easy, man. Sidewalks aren't too bad. Obviously, they're not plowed, but I can make it just fine. Then you get to the intersection, and there's just these like 5 foot, 6 foot berms that are built up. So I'm standing fully above traffic, looking down, waiting for my chance to slide down into the crosswalk and wander across the street, only to climb the other side again. People watching me must think it's so funny. I mean, this is really like, it is a Wiccan deck, but it's like Wiccan hand. DJ Shin rallying the likes for the stream. It does help us out a lot, guys. Much appreciated. We'll go Snow Guard. strength of long-time habits on the psychology is so powerful. Yep. It might be absolutely frigid and snow's in my way and hazardous, but I will walk to work. Do you put solo Patty on Atlantis? And just hope? I guess you can go here. It's cold here in Kurdistan too, literally raining with a freezing wind. That's the worst, is when you get the precipitation that just makes ice sheets. I don't know if Silver Sam is actually any good for us. Probably not. I guess I'll combat yours. We'll see what you do. Gringlish, you're in London and the gas main has failed? Oh, man. It's terrible all around. These Patriot standoffs are so tough. I know, that's why I used to run Hydra Bob in this deck. Well, we definitely Wiccan. I guess we hold Silver Sam. We could Shadow King left to get the power back on our Snow Bear if they don't show any kind of scaling. Or we can Shadow King reset the Collector if that becomes important. Now it's going to be like a Vicky Quinjet Hawk QS. Something like this. Teddy, ever watched What If? Not yet. Teddy Wife and I are still finishing Skeleton Crew. We don't get too many evenings to watch our shows right now. And we're also intermittently following, well, the football playoffs, NFL playoffs a little bit. And actually a lot more is finishing off the Brandon Sanderson secret projects. We're on to the Sunlit Man. Hang on. 2 power for each card in your opponent's hand. What if there are no cards in your opponent's hand? How would you feel about that? Because that is about to be what is going to be. So it's actually better for me to play Shang, right? Because Shang will buff Bear. Or sorry, Shadow King. Shadow King buffs Bear. Shang will miss Ronin because my hand will be dead. You gain +2 for each card. So yeah, if I have only 1 card, then you're at 9. So it doesn't work. And I want to play all these other ones. I could play them in, yeah, this is where it is. The letter scores for the Moonstone decks are kind of oof, so guessing it's not a 6k token buy. Yeah, it's been oofs. I think we're still refining the deck. Like, the card has a lot of promise. You had Silver Sam as well? What the heck? Oh, you miraged it? Is that what happened? Am I reading this right? I think so. Mirage is really good right now. Mirage is really good right now. Finished Wind and Truth, and I've been reading the Murderbot Diaries. Ah, we have not gotten the Wind and Truth yet. We wanted to finish Sunlit Man before we did Wind and Truth. So we powered through Yumi and the Nightmare Painter on our drive down to the wedding. And then we picked up the Sunlit Man on the drive back up from the wedding. I've been moving very quickly. And we got our church book club to do The Emperor's Soul as the month of February read. So that's great. One, because it's short, and two, because it's another way to just get our friends brought into Sanderson. I'm gonna give aid. You gonna do this 5K? Is this like a year resolution for you? Oh, onslaughts. Okay, here we go. Hoping that they're gonna nerf Gore. He genuinely is fighting for your most hated card right now, easily as a top 3. Top 3 most hated card is Gore. I don't know if I would put him all the way like that high. No, I don't love him. But I don't think I hate him either. The Goroff Agent 13, what a roll since the Ronin was his Patriot card. Yeah. I have Gore, but then just never get him on the board. Trying to keep your 20 miles a week thing going and then gonna push for the speed work. There we go. See, you've got a plan. You just gotta lock in. We do this, we lose Wiccan. That's okay. We play Moonstone far left. And any card we generate is free and buffed by 4. Like, that has to be... Yep. Excellent targeting. Has to be really good for us. I mean, they're already basically free because of the double. Hang on. Do I... Is it better to play like you? Cancel the powers? No, I want to do this. This is the way for sure. End of year goal to get the VO2 max. 52, 56, arbitrary numbers, but it's the goal. I mean, that's a very solid spot to sit in. Very healthy place to be. Definitely a goal worth chasing. And one that I know that you can accomplish. I kind of don't want them to go left. So that if they scale Morbius very much, I could Shang him. But are we really going to play, like, all here? Maybe so. Maybe this is fine. You have to play Hawkeye. And then I guess you just put down the bear. Lucky Black Cat, good to see you. Most hated list is probably very different from most people because aside from Gore, it has Cable and Null in there. Your most... Oh, just like cards that you hate playing against. No, my Moonstone! My best card? They have to discard something else, right, chat? Yeah.
Victory.
Got him. How did I make out in the caches, or did I use tokens to get Moonstone? I use tokens because my keys are completely depleted at the moment. Just wrecked. So yeah, we didn't get to experience the bounty of this new 1,000 tokens on duplicates, but that's okay. How about you, Lucky Black Cat? See if we can get Snowguard to stick. It's a little odd still playing Quicksilver in the deck when you have Quinjet and Snowguard, but I feel like it's the way. Ooh, Bar Sinister. Bar Sinister. What are we gonna play there? The last opponent's name was The Boulder, which is a picture of the rock. Yep. Like, is Gladiator here anything? I can destroy potentially 4 of your cards. I could also fish for a better, like a 5-drop to play on Bar Sinister. That would be more meaningful. Is Bullseye the week with Misery? I thought Bullseye was on his own. Let's see what we shred. What are the Feb cards? Have they been leaked? Oh, yes. The February and the March cards have all been leaked. February is Captain America Falcon version. And Moon Girl. Oh boy. Well, we killed them all, but they have enough cards to not care. Oh! Got him. We got him. And then we get Agamotto as the March card. We recommend just adding Maria Hill and calling it a day. If you want Hood, that's not bad either. Both make curving for Wiccan easy and a little more productive Vicky targets. Is 3 1-drops enough? I thought you needed 4. Shooter. Oh, man. Pulled Misery as the rando 2 weeks ago. Variant looks pretty nice too. There we go. Love to hear it. I think it's Wiccan. See what develops. He plays second Wiccan? I don't think he's heard of second Wiccan Pip. Dang it, he's so close, but I can't Shang at 9. I don't have anything that is 10 power, but I do have Bear Hawk. Here we go. That's why you could do both Maria and Hood, but that's the version where you would drop Patriot and Coulson to be able to run Misery. But I don't want to do that. Mystique on Vicky? Then Cosmo? Excuse me? That almost... I mean, I guess they were leaning into Danger Room as like being the decider. But I had Hawk. So all my cards live. Oh, Surprise Cannonball. Dude, Surprise Cannonball would suck. That would have been terrible. I don't play 6 costs. Move, discard, move. I mean, I'll grab this because we'll do it in the future. 3 costs. Now we're talking. We had such a good opening set. Okay. What if we cut Snow Guard and instead we do this Mirage play? Right? Kind of sad how fast cards go out of favor. People just need to play with new toys. When was the last time you saw Doom 2099? Ah, like 2 weeks ago when he released, right? Is it me or is rank climbing harder than before? It's probably you. If anything, it should be a little bit easier because people drop off the game. Even at the higher ranks. This looks a little better. I don't know about the Gladiator. I'm not like 100% sold on the Gladiator, but seems to you that bot climbing is a little bit easier now. The bots are still running the same like old-fashioned decks, so they are easy to spot, I'll give you that. Doom 99 is just so boring, and not that great either. Doesn't surprise me that people drop it for something more fun. Man, in his early testing, he had just a little bit of magic, but then yeah, it seemed like he lost it. This would fill hand, I wouldn't draw, so we'll play left. I do want to draw, but I wonder if we just Gladiator Camartage to thin their deck and see what we pull out. Encounter less bots in your anecdotal experience, making the climb significantly higher. They did have that survey, do you guys remember that? Where they asked like how important playing humans versus bots was?
Breaking news.
I wonder if a lot of people said that it's really important to them that they play humans instead of bots. So then they basically made queue times longer and matched you with more people. Or they expanded the bars, the matchmaking bars or whatever. The issue with Doom 99 is that you have to play one card for the effect to go off. I still think that the card is good though. Yeah, it would be nice if you could, if he could just stack by turn, but I get you have to have some kind of limitation. He's such a cool concept. Maybe make him a little bit cheaper. Okay. So my opponent has infinite energy now, and I don't kill Odin. And the Jubilee fills as well into Wong. Amazing. And now we kill the Jubi. Ah, but they debris lock themselves. Okay, okay. I think we can work with this. What are we fast forwarding for? There's no effect that needed to be fast forwarded. There we go. What a weird. Alright, I guess I'm sold on Gladiator, chat. Gladiator is the champ. You do wish that his text said more than one card. Because otherwise you can skip and still get the spawn. True. I guess there would be a slight restriction that you have to play at least something. Yeah, Doom 99 is good if you can get him out on by 3, but otherwise he's too slow. That's what's tough. He has to be in hand and the criteria for getting him to the board early. Hard. Still stuck mid-70s for 2 weeks. That'll get you a horror story, it'll get you. Gotta start playing super KG. Free cards. Oh, no more than one. So you could pass and get it, but if you play 2, you don't get it. Basically so that you could play like Infinite with him. Was that a Surfer deck? The debris was weird. I don't know exactly what it was. They were unranked. I don't think they were running any deck that you would necessarily be familiar with. And we lost Quinjet. We'll set up Pim. Throw across Acid. Play Moonstone. Probably Hazmat. That makes sense. Yeah. Odin Wong, Hazmat, Debris. situations where you get stuck with locations you can't play to, but then you still have open spots. It'd be nice to get something down. Glad into Shang. We are the same, you and I. Evenly matched. Buff me, but I'm not getting much that's relevant to play anymore. I think I'll just sit on my hands, man. Something like that. There were also such, yeah, the open spots. Now we're throwing a Hesed. What would the children think? Thor, Baron, Mirage. Okay. Let's go Moon Knight. Patty. Yeah, basically play everything here. Hang on. You discard an even. Yeah. That's what I want then. Why can you read the patch notes from Marvel Snap Zone but not in game? They just haven't published it to the news tab, I suppose. Hey Simon, it's always good to have you on the streams, mate. Ooh, do they have a way to push? Push negative cards? They have a way to destroy negative cards. With the misery build. Acid comes across, but still dies. Hood dies. They play their Iron Patriot. Okay. I think I like this White Tiger even better than playing these two guys. I know it's random, but we have to fill here to be able to get all the Pim power. Let's try it. They did already? Do we have it in the news? You can restart the game. The patch notes are in. There we go. Not sure about their snap. I mean, they're rank 50 in the world. I'm sure they have a good plan. They have all the demons, right? Or do they have Vicky? Oh, they've also got Gore. They have Death, too. That's crazy, man. They have Death in here and they got Collapsed Mine. And they didn't snap earlier. Wild. So normally it's just for the misery. What the heck? And then, oh wait, was the Gore constructed, chat, or was that their Patriot card? I guess it could be either, I mean. It works as constructed. They did have a plan, yep. Gore off the Patriot. That card's been terrorizing us today. It sure has. I'm loaded for it too. I've got the Rogue and the Shang. Doesn't matter. They still come in swinging. Alright, let's see if we can make some cubes back. Should use your Gore more? That's what it seems to be what the stream is telling you, DJ. Patriot on Mojo World is interesting. Time to start adding Echo into the deck. Maybe. That's a wild. That'd be crazy. Gore was from the Patriot. I need this hand's right hand title from Conquest. Yeah. Howard. What? Alright. Let's go. Excellent. So we go Hawkeye, Vicky. They play Moonstone on nothing. Currently nothing. I play Moonstone on Vicky, and then... chat, do we yoink? Do we yoink the Moonstone aside, assuming that they're going to play to be able to get some buffs? Or do we wait for them, to play stuff mid, and then we yoink those cards? I guess I have Rogue as well, so maybe I just... Do I just welcome this? You got the Moonstone variant? Yeah, he went all the way in for the variant. It's really good. Start of the day playing Doom 2099. Won your first 5 games. Switched to Patriot, Moonstone, Vicky. Just left the game after losing 8-1 right after another. Man, I feel ya. Gotta ride the tilts though. That's how Snap goes. Okay, they go mid. The Strange Academy. Well, this definitely will shuffle the board.
I am Iron Man. All systems go.
Nocturne's gonna cause another change as well. Man, I have Rogue, but I can't. Ah, it gets even worse. What the heck? Guys, I can't play in these conditions. These conditions are just too bad. It's untenable. That this finale is also horrible. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 points. Do we think they have anything that beats 11 points mid? / Shang for right to kill my arrow? Because that would do it too. That would do it too. Rogue their other Moonstone? I don't think it helps. They had Howard in this deck. Yeah, it's like all ongoing, right? I'm actually not sure if they have anything that goes tall. Well, they have Mystique, right? That's what it is.
Escaped.
They were going to play Mystique to be able to copy the Iron Man and put that under the Moonstone, and then the Moonstone plus the Mystique combo skyrockets them to whatever 50x points. And you can't win. Now, if I had rogued the Moonstone, and then they were counting on the Mystique Moonstone combo to win, it could be something. I just don't think it's worth hanging around to see. I love this curve, as long as we can find some of our big pieces. You missed the Conquest streams, Ahmed? I feel like you're probably in the minority. I think people like seeing the variety. I like digging my teeth into the Conquest matches, though. I do want to play Quinjet, but... Here we go. Moonstone seems to be bringing almost more levels of brain power into Snap, except you can Enchantress it if you're just tired of thinking. Yeah. Like, oh, they've created an interesting and complex pattern over there. Enchantress everything. Especially when I was doing the Infinite Conquest runs. They were fun when we were going deep. Gladiator, Quinjet, get the discount going. Moonstone, Mystique. Does Moonstone copy Mystique and get double her effect on herself? No. Okay, we can Shang mid. So... how do we set ourselves up for success elsewheres? Something like this? Here we go. 6 power Glad is a pretty Chad play. It clogged. I think it's gonna work out. Doc Ock pulls Rogue. Alright, the battle lines are drawn. Come on. Do they have the power mid? Thanos and Mockingbird. Yeah, that would do it.
Power must be
That
controlled.
would do it. Guys, it doesn't feel like these decks are working. This is making me want to go back to just play Ultron. Give the discard version a try? Alright. Yes, discard and Cerebro, right? We should try those, come back with a fresh palette. See what happens. Moonstone seems like she's a bit difficult to crack. Yeah. When we get her stacked on the cards that we like, it feels amazing. But, elsewise, has not been doing very much for us. I think I don't even need Wiccan. I just need like Galacta here to stack power. Cerebro, let's go. What if C6 is good? If C6 is good, then you might be watching a lot of Bazaar on the stream in the future. That just can't possibly be, can it? Glad, take the buff, kill something important. Kate, give me something good. Final turn. The Wasp could actually be a fun little tack on. C6 is an option. Yep. I feel like Moonstone on Morb and Vicky, paired with a bunch of swarms, could be something. That it could. That's kind of the current idea. I flip first. Did not shirk initiative. So I can hit you with this, and I can hit you with this. And we see what happens. Cerebro just until any location craps on it. Yep. Because at C6, you have no way of balancing it out. I'm actually surprised that there have not been any decent Cerebro cooks. 2 cost is a very good buff. Yeah, it's a crazy good buff, right? Bringing him down to a 2 cost. There's the Shulk. Hit Monkey. Hydra Bob. You know what's psycho is if we had snapped, we would have won. And the Hydra Bob goes to the right. If we had snapped, we would have won. Cerebro 99 viable? Nope. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do that one. I have my limits. C6. Okay. I've got to remember what the heck this even wants to do. At 6, you run max. You run... there's no 3 6s. Okay. Malekith. We could bring Enchantress. Oh yeah, Iron Lad for sure. For sure, Iron Lad. Go War Machine. No. Oh, yeah. We go Annihilus Hood. Because the demon is a 1/6. Big brain. Angela? Angela. She hits 6 if you fill the whole lane. Does Star-Lord go 2/6 or 2/5? I think he's actually 2/6. Good call. Yeah, +4. Okay, I'll take him. Hold up. C6 actually looking fun? Yeah, it's kind of looking fun, right? Alright, I'll take Angela. She's cheap and... What's the final sauce? The final garnish. What else is just really good for Cerebro? It could be just it's Iron Man probably, right? If you're gonna have Iron Man, Zabu, Renslayer. Interesting. Okay. New plan. You bring in Renslayer. I know she doesn't get the buff, but An Iron Man Renslayer Moonstone combo out there could be very good. And yeah, we could cut Star-Lord to go Zabu. Because we want to like rush some of these down with our turn order. We're not running magic. So maybe it is cut Star-Lord, run Zabu. Run Luke Cage. Well, I'm notorious for not doing that until I get severely burned by a deck that is debuffing me. Then I'll try it. Cage probably a must. Cut. So what? Cut Enchantress for Cage? Or cut Zabu for Cage? Because what is on the bubble here in the deck? There are not too many. Okay. Just started playing your Ravonna Mystique Moonstone deck. It's been pretty good so far. Nice, nice. I think it might be Enchantress. Like the Iron Lad Enchantress could burn us. Cut Enchantress, run either Luke or Rogue. Right? Malekith has pretty bad pulls in this, even though he's a 6. Yeah, but I feel like we have to have him. Like, if we don't use him, what are we doing? We can Moonstone to get multiple Renslayer effects. Let's do it. Does Moonstone work with discounts or no? Which discounts are you referring to? Pretty slim pickings in the 6s. Yup. Yup. Here we go. If you discount a 4 drop to a 3, does she then buff the 3? No, she is supposed to care about base cost. To be pedantic, she also does not buff the cards underneath her. She just replicates their abilities. You do Iron Lad because that could hit. Iron Lad could hit Mystique, so you want that first. Iron Lad could also hit Malekith, so you want the open space. So then you would play a Nihilus here. Push this across. Chat, did we find the best the best Moonstone deck? Chat, did we do it? The point of Malekith is really just that you're able to thin your deck so that you can find Cerebro more consistently. I think we might have just found the best Malekith, or the best Moonstone deck. 100% win rate. It's the Mystique! Gosh. Oh no. Get out of here, Hood. Oh. Unanimous victory. Clip it and ship it. Bacon, egg, and cheese supreme. Time to deliver the letter grade. It's S+. We're redefining the meta. The deck does its thing. Oh, it's Jeet. Gosh dang it. Oh no. The game will be too short for me to make my combos. Oh, deep space is good though. Pull Zabu. Just me and Jeet, man. All the dang time. You think he has some kind of location manipulation to trap us in this terrible matchup extra long? Goes Vicky, yep, of course. Now Zabu's a 6 or whatever.
Time's up.
It feels insane to not use the 1/6 demon, but Enchantress hitting Vicky, debuffing Zabu. Taking me to 8, you to 7. I don't know what else he's gonna have. Most of his other cards are just gonna try and generate stuff. Oh, he's got Glad, of course. Yeah, no, if I had been able to top deck Cerebro, we could have played Cerebro Demon, right? Been happy. Chad, have we seen, is Jeet running Wiccan? Or is Jeet playing Vicky no Wiccan? Why play Cerebro when you can just play Vicky? Because then I don't have to play other cards that generate cards. That would definitely be why. Had to put Invisible Woman in the Moonstone deck so your Patriot would stop getting sniped by Red Guardians. There you go, Perry. Play the protections. He's not running Wiccan. Interesting. I mean, at rank 16 in the world, and we've seen him climb from like 30 to 16 during the time that we've been streaming. He's clearly on to one of the superior lists. They really don't want to give you max. Not early. Mr. Fantastic, Thiago? Really? Am I going to have to Enchantress mid lane? He gets Nocturne. Tell you what, I'm pretty sure Nocturne is not what he wanted there. The problem is that Mystique is going to get pulled mid. I guess I could just... no, but if I Enchantress... right now, Renslayer is giving me a discount to the Mystique and the Cerebro. Maybe it is just like max, bro. How's Moonstone so far? Moonstone herself has been pretty solid. The decks that we've run in her have been have had varying degrees of efficacy. Jeet's just really good, but I can't play Phoenix Force, and that's all he really plays. Yeah, that's what's wild, is he just plays Phoenix Force. And he still wins. It's actually insane. Alright, so we went Malekith, Mr. Fantastic, Nocturne, Hood. If I do this, We get a lot of buffs on right. It depends on if he has any kind of ongoing control. But this is going to pick the demon up and my overall score by 4. And then this is going to pick my score up by 8. Oh, but she moves. She moves. And you move. Why did I play him on... Well, I played him on left because I don't like Asteroid M, guys. I'm bad at calculating Asteroid M. You are also C6? No way.
Victory.
Man. Was not expecting to encounter another one. But we'll take the wins wherever they lie. Unironically running Mr. Fantastic and Howard the Duck. Hopefully we taught him a few things about the deck building. It's the new meta deck. This is it. They shouldn't be surprised. This is what we're gonna see forever now. It's still somehow the best deck today. Mr. Fantastic is 6 points. It's just not all in one lane. That's true. Bast. Oh my gosh. Onslaught Citadel with the Moonstone. With the Moonstone kicker. Worried this is going to be so fun that you don't play the discard idea. I will play the discard idea. There is no way that this is actually good. Snap? Ah, but now see, I've kind of lost it. Asteroid M is pulling us different directions. There's the bro. So do I accept just like Cerebro Mystique? No, but Annihilus will throw the Cerebro now. I can't use this. Cassandra completely murdered. True, Cassandra murdered our curve. We should just leave, right? Well, what's the win condition? The win condition is Iron Man, right? Win condition is Iron Man now instead of Cerebro. So we could find it, and it could be worth continuing to play. Wait around just the last turn, Cerebro. Yeah, maybe. We could also Annie just for the 6s, right? Annie now for the 6s.
I am Iron Man.
Hope to top deck Iron Lad or Malekith. Malekith would pull Max. Is this anything? So Mystique will copy the Iron Man, get all my doubling going. Iron Man will pick up my side. You're at 10. I'm going to be at 6. I'll be at 10. If he plays mid, I do lose. Man, I wish that I'd been able to get the hood down.
Iron Man.
Put Mystique mid instead of Iron Man? No, if Mystique goes mid instead of Iron Man, then my Moonstone can only proc off of
Iron Man.
Mystique.
I am Iron Man.
So close. So close to being good. Hey, play the 3-cost cards. That we have been doing. Anything else playable? Spend energy, I do that. Win 8 cubes. Might be more likely with this deck than any of the others. Moonstone been feeling pretty mid. I don't know. There's something still alluring about what she can do. Yep, Xandar messes us up a lot. Keyless and at 5,900 tokens. Right on the threshold. F to pay respects. Do you just drop Cerebro? Or do you wait? I feel like really you're supposed to wait. Ooh, Bar Sinister. Don't mind if I do. What are we playing over there, though? I guess just anything that's going to be a 6, right? Missing Malekith and Renslayer from this deck. Well, run anything that's 6 power instead, I guess. What? You're just gonna give me Bar Sinister like that? Iron Lad on right? Iron Lad on right. I just don't have good hits right now. I could dig for Moonstone, but I could also just do that next turn. They're Arsham Thanos? You think they have, like... Have what? What stops us? Oh, Enchantress right would be soul crushing? Well, the Soul Stone is still in his hand, but taking away all of his Quinjets would be really funny. Maybe that is the move. Yeah, Annie would give them the hood. For whatever that's worth. Okay, they're all 10s. Malekith plays Zabu or Max. Put it all mid. As long as it is Max, then doing this is better than playing Iron Man. It also feels better than playing Iron Lad.
Power must be controlled.
Yeah, the Shang. Yes! It was Max! Aww. We still get there. Crazy. Alright. I think... I think we retire the deck here, and it has been the best deck we've tested. We get every 50-50, baby. That was a GG if I ever saw one. That was a GG. And the opponent was a class act. Guys, have you seen this? I had to split. So my chase is the... Can I even find it now? My chase is the prism effect, okay? So I had to split Zabu a couple times. Whenever they come out with character mastery, you better bet we got a spangly little Zabu here. Discard Moonstone. Okay. So, the idea is Morbius, Swarm, Moonstone, Vicky. Alright? Moonstone on Morbius and Vicky make swarms go big. That's the whole idea. Your Red Hulk and Doom Mastery gonna go crazy. Nice. Oh, Helicarrier. Helicarrier makes sense as well. So if we run the Helicarrier version, then you play Corvus. You play Collector. We always run like Blade, Colleen. The question is, do we play Apoc Galactus in here? Apocalypse. Dracula. And then MODOK. No Apoc, but maybe Scorn. But then Scorn would take away the targets to Swarm. Right? Wouldn't that interfere? Like, too much? Like Proxima Moon Girl discard instead? Proxima Moon Girl? I mean, we could cut the Apoc. Feel like you gotta keep the MODOK. I also like the Gambit or the Moon Knight. Drop the Dracula. Yeah, Moon Knight is good for Swarm, right? And Moon Knight's also good against, well, with Helicarrier around. Could also be good with Proxima. So this thins space, and Swarm takes up space. We try and balance the hand, right? Something like this. strong guy with Moonstone? Strong guy? If we do thin the hand, then Moonstone procs could be an alternate to the Morbius. Yeah, it looks fun. I don't know how competitive it looks, but it does look fun. And that's an amazing opening. Strong guy kind of clashes with Helicarrier. Right, you'd have to have another way to be able to thin after you get the Helicarrier out there, right? It's actually the perfect hand. It's been created. Nail. Hang on, chat. What was Nail playing? I think he's under a different avatar, so he might have a different deck now, but gotta go make this sucker. There's some interesting variations that you can bring in for sure. They Baron my blade. We hit the Moonstone. It's crazy. Bide our time. Okay, we're not getting any of our cheaper discarders. We will be seeing, hopefully, is Proxima the hopefully? I think Proxima was the hopefully. Collector Corvus feels okay. But just going MODOK feels kind of important. Pow. Scale the Morbius like crazy. Get me the swarms. That will be all the free points, right? If we had been able to top deck Blade or Colleen, I think I would play something else. But as it is, I need these swarms. Yeah, and we draw a Helicarrier.
You won't need this anymore.
A while back, you had an airdrop discard Moongirl, Proxima, X23, Wolverine, MODOK. Last turn, MODOK would sometimes drop up to 6 cards to the board. That'd be so good. Hey, Nail. Chat, does he have Enchantress?
Power must be
Shang, of
controlled.
course. Shang. Yep, yep. So fun, so fun. Who needs Dracula when you can scale like this? They are vulnerable though. We could have put stuff mid. That probably should have been the play. Maybe Danger Room stops us, but maybe not. Seems like a good deck, especially once Bullseye comes out. Yeah, we can build on this with Bullseye for sure. Because Bullseye uses the swarms when they're free, right? Discard all cards that cost 1 or less. Yeah. This could definitely be what plays alongside Bullseye. That gold Nimrod bundle coming up was reduced to 3,500 gold because when it was going to be 4,000. That's nice. If it is Still offering the same currencies. Okay, Morb. Bullseye would work with Kate Bishop too. In terms of like Kate building your hand, Bullseye discards the arrows, and then the arrows go do stuff for you, yes. Let's play Moonstone. We're still waiting to draw the Swarm or Helicarrier. Is Cerebro 6 actually S+? No. Definitely not. But it was winning. Dream Dimension really cramps our style, doesn't it? How does Moonstone read actually? Does she only copy cards in her location, or does she copy cards to her location? She copies the cards in her location. Has the ongoing effects of your 1, 2, and 3 cost cards here. We'll win mid, but can you win left on the Helicarrier spawn? 7 cards, so it's like 3, 6, 13, 20 power. No, you don't. You would die.
Escaped.
Just put Heli himself on right. 15 power right. I mean, it could have been something, but I think they've got it. They had a pretty smooth curve there of what they wanted to play, right? Does she copy the entire card or just the text box? Just the effect. She has the ongoing effects. She's like Super Skrull, but for your cards at her location. C6 add Hela? Nope, don't play Hela. Not a good idea. You don't have the cards that discard very well anymore. Panopticron. If we find Swarm, then we're fine there. It's like everywhere else that we need help. Imagine old Blob Mystique into Moonstone. Right. I don't think it would work the way you want it to work. But maybe. Please go mid, go mid, go mid. That's crazy. They have Arisham and they got Doom in the opener hand. Does Moonstone work well with Doom 99? Nope. Does not. Oh, they get buffed. Okay, we play this. Break the Kiss. Get an extra +2 added to all these beauties. No discounts on our Swarm, I'm afraid. The opponent says no fun for us. Steal the Doombot, but why? Like, yes, I can rogue it, but... Oh, I could steal the Mobius. Is that worth? Maybe. You're Agent 13, you're constructed. I think I might just do this because then Quake gets a buff. I guess Bullseye dies to both Luke and Agent Mobius. Right, because if he's trying to get the swarms, then the swarms, their price would remain, so you get the rug pulled out from under you in either case, kind of. Come on, leader, my leader. Nope, not gonna work. He has a Goliath, of course he does. Luke's gonna be eating a nerf soon? I don't think so. I think Luke gets nerfed by the time they create like another card that can help do his stuff. What's wild is they never snapped. Like that's the perfect RSM everything. Actually everything to be able to play Doom 99 on curve. Alright, we'll take the 8. This is our new quest chat. Get an 8 cuber. Luke needs a nerf though. It's stupid how much he counters. Ah. You have to add something in before you take Luke away because just the all toxic potential is also pretty annoying. They love talking about cards that limit the design space, but then Luke just exists. Well, they changed him at one point so that he affected only one location, but then they brought him back. They're like, I know we were talking about these cards at the lower costs being too powerful, affecting the entire board. So we'll just make him a 3 cost. The one location Luke was just absolute garbage? Yeah, exactly, it was. Unplayable. Alright. We have our 2 ongoing cards. We have our 1 ongoing card mid. Guys. What are we doing here? Let's see what the Helicarrier Pinata has. Snowman, how's it going, mate? Teddy always on the job when you need an intelligent observation of any of the new cards. Thoughts on Moonstone? Moonstone is pretty compelling. I love the doubling of the multiple cheaper ongoing effects. She seems a little tenuous at the moment. Working her, like, really leaning into her synergy has not been very good yet. Okay, so we play Colleen.
Opponent snapped.
We play Colleen here. We play Doc Ock here. I think. I think they should just give him the Mr. Fantastic treatment where he affects this and adjacent locations. So he'd have to be played mid if you want him on the whole board. I could see that maybe working. So if I go plus 10 mid, I still lose. This guy's gonna play his Cerebro combo, right? It's C3. It's the only reason you play Sentinel Bast. So he's got like Shang over here, right? I don't really have a good way to abuse knowing what's coming. I think we're just stuck. Oh, the old Doc Ock power. Could you imagine if it was the old Doc Ock power on Shuri's lap?
Escaped.
That was his perfect pairing. Could they allow Doc Ock to pull more cards? I think that's going like too far. I think the card is like powerful enough. What if Luke absorbed all the debuffs into his body and then there's some drawback to the rest of your board being clean? So then the idea is you try and combo some way to then deal with Luke. Destroying him, moving him to the other side, bouncing him. I think the problem is that they're trying to use him to stop both on reveal debuffs and ongoing debuffs. Which just makes him do too much. I think Doc Ock has 8 power because he has 8 limbs. Yes. That is exactly right. And I won't have it any other way. Those were literally the 2 cards I wanted to keep. Corvus. Corvus, the 3 cards you could have discarded are now left just sitting here. Well... Don't like that Luke is going to counter the Scream deck soon. Yeah, the 2 worst targets. Trust in Corvus, get burned. Get burned hard, man. I'm surprised he didn't play over here to kill him though. Ooh. Just saying there's a chance. I can't believe he left us this. I know I don't get the Vicky buffs, but the collector goes off. Swarms are here. Proxima drops. And Helicarrier could give us anything. This card deck is just always wild. Not normally this wild though. Here it goes. What if discard and C3, Swarm, Blade, Moon Knight? No. Because if I play Vicky, she'll buff the swarms and then I won't be able to do it. Hey-oh.
Victory.
Dub with the Punisher on the board. That's how I like to see it. Mars, how's it going, mate? They have a 10 power demon coming down. Not a problem. You don't have to play hand. I thought that was like the whole point here. We're going to play C3 discard just as discard and disregard all of the viable discard cards. Midlife Dices, how's it going? If they played better, they would have won. Debatable. Collector. Valk solves all other issues. Yep. The card is not 3 power, but I can make it 3 power. Let's see what the heck this does. Ooh, Cersei. I do love me some Cersei play. I also like Malekith a lot. Let's do Malekith and see what happens. Why is Valk still a 5 cost? I know, right? Bring Valk down to 4. Make the control meta interesting. Or, like, there's gotta be some interesting way that you could implement it where she would, like, either, like, maybe you want her as an option to get played early, but you still want her to be expensive late game. You could have her give herself a discount on, like, turns 3 and 4, and then remove the discount on 5 and 6. Or you could have her get the discount, but only on 5 and 6. So you still can't play her earlier, but you could then combo her with other cards. You know, there's different kind of avenues they could look at. JJ is probably just what it is here. Can't stop looking at the C6 S+, crazy if true. Dude, it was fun. It was one of the decks we tested today. It was pretty competent. We get the Vicky power up, the Domino power up. And you're gonna be Corvus. Chop up 2 of you guys. I'll try it. Mystique the Devil. Snowguard fills hand.
Knowledge is power.
Spectrum buffs. Oh, we take these. I still wish that they went back to the drawing board with the team synergies, X-Men Avengers, Asgardians. Even like couple synergies like WandaVision. Do you mean like the imbalance patches that they tried for a little bit? Or you just want like team synergies like how the Guardians feel more cohesive? The problem with Moonstone Patriot is that we played a bunch of people that were running Killmonger. That was like the main problem. I have then not seen anyone running Killmonger since I switched decks, of course. Yeah, they should just implement those imbalance patches permanently. It feels like the imbalance patches were subtle enough that they could have been. Like they weren't over-tuning the cards so much, and they were often hitting cards that were not super meta, that it worked. I'm sad the Fantastic Four don't synergize well. Yeah, the Fantastic Four is sitting over here like, well, oh, it's Jeets. No, why is it always Jeet? Okay, chat. We're going to just steal Jeet's deck and we're going to try that for a little bit. The problem is that we've only really seen the first half of the deck. That's what he wants. Oh my, all my ongoings. They're all dead. Alright, we will not be stealing Cheat's deck. We will be leaving.
Escaped.
What the heck? Plays an ongoing base deck. X-Mansion. Here you go. Sauron. Lucky Black Cat, you have a good one. Great to have you on the stream. Pterodactyl says no. Oh, bro. It's terrible. I don't know. The discard seemed serviceable, but it didn't seem... Like, I think I like my APOC Dracula discard better. Why I didn't bring Sarah the She-Devil? For this one? Doesn't fit, bro. Okay, we need to be able to find Ultron. So I think you actually Malekith to thin the deck to make it more likely that you draw Ultron. Marvel Rivals has actually implemented the team-ups, I think, in a very, very satisfying, intelligent way.
I want the throne.
They all have Killmonger. As soon as I tech Ultron, it's like, oh no, I play Killmonger and I... Red Guardian. Why? They literally... This was what I saw when I started playing Patriot Ultron. I switched off of playing it, and then I didn't see it at all. Deck-based matchmaking. I think Cap will be better off replacement with Marvel Boy here, but I don't know. I don't think Marvel Boy does enough. I don't know if... Like, Captain America is not doing that much either, but the Captain America Moonstone stack is something. RNG just hates this deck. Yeah, the RNG can't stand to see a Patriot deck having a good time. Patriot hasn't been good in a year. I know, and he's still a 3-1. I guess the idea is if you make him more powerful himself, then Renslayer doesn't synergize with him. The machine learning algorithm thinks this deck is just so strong it stacks the matches. Yep. I mean, it seems to auto deck build this deck all the time. Alright. Lots of squirrels. If we could actually find Patriot, Mystique, Moonstone, Blarvel, we could be okay. Kate Cosmo for Kyera that Killmonger was a one-off? It's not a one-off, bro. They just keep on bringing the Killmonger whenever I play this deck. What's my GPU? GeForce RTX. What is on this one? Play the Kazar. GeForce RTX 2060. I'm gonna pull Malekith and pray. Basically, we need to open the way for... we have a couple different options. Malekith could pull Patriot, which would be amazing. Malekith could pull... And I could then draw Blue Marvel, or I could draw Moonstone and play Moonstone on top of the Patriot. This deck is cursed. It sure feels cursed. So that's the Patriot. Okay. But I didn't find Moonstone, nor did I find Blue Marvel. Ah! I'm thinking we will be dead. We'll be adding 6 power mid, which is not bad, but Madam Web is going to kick Human Torch and then whatever else. Yeah, we'll just leave.
Escaped.
Yeah, they were able to move the one Human Torch, play the other one, and play the Ghost Spider to be able to get it, so they would both double from what they were and beat us. All right, one more. One more try, and I probably delete the deck, man. It was fun when it started. Because Ultron would steal some wins. But the more we play it, the more we realize there's a lot of stuff that we just can't compete with. Okay, there's the Ultron. Captain America, are you here to save the day?
Avengers! Assemble.
Okay. Ooh, here we go. So this is where... I think this is where you Moonstone Ant-Man. And then we can Patriot. Ultron's only good when it's unexpected. In this deck, might as well yell. I'm gonna throw the Ultron. I mean, he does hit some thresholds where it's just too much for the opponent to keep up with. But yeah, it should never be unexpected. Playing at my rank, everybody should be able to read that. Oh, he's gonna try and play Ultron. So you're gonna Moonstone the Vicky. Okay. And I will Ultron. Go figure. Plays devil.
There's no strings on me.
Got him.
Victory.
You could try this with Invisible Woman. I feel like if I play Invisible Woman in the post-Alioth world, like, I'm just gonna hemorrhage cubes, you know? All the discard stuff after I've stopped playing the discard version. That's if you lose priority. True, it's only if you lose priority. It just feels like you most often will when you do play Invisible Woman. Hard to balance, for sure. Alioth just continuing to make the game unfun. That was one of the most unfortunate parts of the addition of Alioth, is that it kind of trivializes the strategy that had been around using Invisible Woman. Because she'd had some like interesting moments popping into the meta as like, hey, right now it's really important that you can play Invisible Woman and then you play Killmonger behind that, stuff like that. Shane Bully, continued good luck to you as well. Thank you. Alioth hits Invisible Woman cards even with the priority. True, because it stays to the end of the game. Alioth gets those cards either way. We definitely Kate and Hope for Acid Arrow. Yeah, so on the one hand, the Invisible Woman can give you surprise and protection from some control cards, and then just makes you way more vulnerable to others. Let's see if we get him with the Gladiator. Oh, they bear. Dude, I forgot that bear does that. I haven't had Snowguard around in so long. Feel bad because Sue's your favorite Marvel girl, but can't play her at all throughout the entire Snap history. Yeah.
Escaped.
Yeah, the OG Alioth wasn't too like you could still play her. But the new Alioth. OG Alioth was the death to everything though. what was it, the 6/6 or 6/5 that would destroy everything played against it in lane. It's crazy. Yeah, OG Eliath was like, ah, you didn't play anything. I do want to take, I guess, yeah. I've got the backup for Patty. 6/5, 6/5. Oh, we got the Iron Man. That's big. And the Moonstone. Here goes. Maybe Leech wasn't so bad after all, looking over at the 4/4 husk of himself now. What? Excuse me, what? They know the S tier deck. If they're not careful, they're gonna get Renslayer punched by my Shang though, right? Yeah, there's the Max. There's the Iron Man. You're putting it all on left? Buddy. Don't go so hard like this. The Davalier messes with them. Mer Island is messing with them. I can kill Renslayer with Shang. We just have to win mid. Yeah, I think Iron Man takes care of that, right? I mean, if Iron Man doesn't, then we're really in trouble. But they've already spent the Mystique. There's the Moonstone. Yep, they got Renslayer up to the perfect power. And punch him in the face.
Power.
They're gonna go Enchantress. I hope so. Because it can't go right. Now look here. Max.
Victory.
Alright. That went smoothly. Leech, blink into Sandman, play leader, drink your opponent's tears, do it the good old days. The Leech blink was stupid. That had to change. The rest of Leech, I was okay with him just, you know, existing. He wasn't trying to hurt anybody. And then they were like, oh no, we made blink so you can abuse this. Find Rogue. Find Rogue, steal their Vicky. Okay, or not. Mirage Rock to be able to keep the Wiccan effect up. Here goes. We both have it. Lovely. Lovely. So they're up. Quinjet, important. Kate, important. And Maria, important. Okay, so we fill out the hand, we get a lot of good discounts. Mirage Rock is a rock that doesn't actually exist. I think Leech should just have a wider range of cards. Like, he hits cheaper cards as well. Let him smack 4, 5, and 6. I mean, let's try 5 and 6 first before we go all the way down to dig into 4s, but maybe. He needs something now to keep him from being completely irrelevant. I definitely agree about that. Alright, I mean, it's just roll the dice, throw what is gonna happen. Enchantress, my whole beautiful stack. Hawk and Maria. We lose mid and lose right. Yeah, the Enchantress kills us. You're not special. You just drew the one control card for the against the card that is incredibly susceptible to it. Also didn't snap. I don't miss Leech though, to be honest, nor Leader. Green Man Rain is no longer. The fun part is that he did get the Enchantress from Coulson. It's not even his deck construction. Yep. Yep. Patriot is like, here, Gore. Coulson, here, Enchantress. Should we Cosmo to protect Vicky? I feel like it's going in like too deep to try that, but maybe. I don't know if Vicky's like, so normally Vicky's not important enough. She's only a 2 cost, right? But if we're going to go ahead and invest a Moonstone to double down on her effect, then you're investing enough you might consider. Play this in the Gladiator, which seems to be everybody's mode. Ooh, Rolk. He just ignores. Plays mid. Cable steals. They're gonna double Skrull us. They could, right? They have Bear. They do have Bear. Do we like Hawkeye or Mirage? I think we take Mirage. See what happens. Is this gonna be Bear? I'd be a little surprised, but it could be Bear.
Victory.
Okay. And hang on, was that Mirage pulling their Iron Patriot? I love it. Still love IP into Teenage Warhead. Who is IP? Oh, Iron Patriot. Aaron Patriot, yeah, into Teenage Warhead is really good. Remember when Teenage Warhead would blow herself up too? Yep. Good times, I know. When she would blow up your cards and you could use her to trigger Nimrod. They played Bast. Let's see what they're up to over there. Has Teddy unlocked the Moonstone's potential? Nope. Germania just killing time at work? Great to be part of the day. You would generate 2, hop back. If I do Kate... Hang on, so you go... Agent Coulson basic arrow, right? Because he fills, doesn't go basic arrow, sticks, something like this. Two 5 Havoc, kind of crazy though. Yeah, we definitely want to play it. Just trying to figure out. I probably do it now. I mean, like. We're not going to use these other... We're not going to have the board space to use the other cards, right? And then as long as this is taller than Grocket, we're okay. In fact, and then I can Cannonball Rickety Bridge and win, right? What? Armor? Scarlet Witch? My brother, what has happened to you?
Victory.
Did he not read the locations? Did he think that he sent Grocket to the right? We should have snapped earlier. It was in the bag. Having Havoc when you have like the really claustrophobic boards is so nice. Not enough for me to just naturally add him to decks, but when I get him, I'm like, oh, I could use this. Let's be honest, we all have days like that. We all have days like that. When you want to press retreat before the cards even reveal. You're like, yeah, they don't even need to know how bad I messed this one up. They just need to know that they won. Any luck, Teddy Wife? Oh, we found the package. This was a Christmas present that got put in a parcel locker and then forgotten about. The problem. It got put back to Minnesota naturally. They're sending it back to the original. Yeah, it was unclaimed. They didn't tell us that they took it out of our parcel locker. It feels like if you have a system of parcel lockers and keys, you also have to have a system of, hey, this sat in your parcel locker for the holidays, so we took it out. Amazing.
I guess what happened was it got put in someone else's locker and no one ever picked it up. And so it just sat there.
You think the key was also misdelivered for the parcel locker? Yeah. Right, right.
Just took the key out of someone else's box, package out, and then took someone else's box and
No.
everything else is moving. Like, mom, the package made it back to St. Paul.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if there's any way to check in on stuff like that. I think we're playing Moonstone just on the chance that we draw something that helps improve Moonstone, but I mean, we could also just play Claw, right? This is what we should do. Probably like this. A little something like this. Vicky buffs. Red Skull. Wow. 2/8 Colleen Wing. I love it. That's incredible. Okay. So you can kill this guy. And then, honestly, it feels like this just kind of weathers all storms. You're up by 5 mid. They did play Wiccan, yes. Rogue the Red Skull into Moonstone. And now your cards are so powerful. Did the hub give us both Colleen Wings? Created by the hub. Created by Mirage. He miraged mine, and I miraged his copy from me, which is why she's already at 8. Alright. You're able to flip Claw. We're just... this is the full mirror match. Devil goes.
Power must be controlled.
Bye. We get the buffs. In fact, what did I get my Mirage from?
Victory.
I also got his Mirage. Because there's a Mirage that was hidden under here? What? Created by Mirage? How did that work? Well. Oh, because I played a... didn't I play a Mirage over here, but then it got like... it got hit by Red Guardian or something, I think. Yeah, so I miraged his Mirage and then used that Mirage to mirage his miraged version of Calling Wing. Yeah, and mine's in the symbiote. These games are, they're very funny. It wasn't a mirror match, it was the Mirage match. I mean, most of the alteration or the cards played were miraged. Yes. Come on. I need to draw a 2 or a 3 cost. So only Moonstone is bad. Of course you go mid. Mirage. Big. Okay.
Victory.
Alright, Simon, you have a great one. It was good to have you on the stream. So we got to discard, we got to Cerebro, play Patriot, we're trying Wiccan. I feel like this is pretty much everything that I wanted to see Moonstone tested it. Get it on a doubled up mojo. That would be funny. Do we want to try the Tribunal deck? You're gonna have to explain to me again why she matters for a Tribunal deck. I know that she can double off of Mystique having copied something. But otherwise, because she only affects the cheaper effects, it feels like the Tribunal deck is completely dominated by using the more expensive ones. And the audio effects on this guy, so good. Let's try it. A 1/9 Moon. Have not tried a Spectrum list yet. That's true, we have not tried the Spectrum list yet, which would have a lot of little cheap. Oh, let's go. A lot of little cheap ongoings that Moonstone could replicate. It's so funny. He's wrecked. He's wrecked, man.
Victory.
Takes out the Hela, and then his own Moon Knight hits the Black Cat that would have discarded herself anyway. Yep, the Hela hit. That's what the GG was for sure. She would have been just absolutely insane with old Zabu. Aw, dude. It would take the 4s to 1s and she would have been discounted herself. Yes. We can only think back, remember fondly, old Zabu. Bye, Glad. They lose a Misery. We get to go Mirage. Mirage Coulson is a pretty good line. Fills the hand back out, especially when you can Mirage their Vicky. Okay, now we're playing. I'll put Coulson on Danger Room. I'm okay risking 4 power body. For Shuri and Jane. Okay. I think let's try this. Ah, the old self-buffing Vicky. You know it's good. Okay, they miraged our Kate. Dan Wiccan is ready for duty. Pshaw. Let's see if it's enough power. And it is. They are playing the Super Skrull scum build. Oh, he's so. Hang on. So close to being able to come in with Shang. All right. I don't know if it's smart enough, but here we go. Oh, Grapple's gonna pull Devil. And that's it? If C6 is S+, how good would C5 have been with all the other Moonstone? Okay, so Ed, call me crazy. The C6 was a pretty fun list. It had some interactions in there that kind of spicy. You get to go Iron Lad. We had Renslayer to go like deep on Iron Man. I mean, I gotta show the list, right? There you go. So Hood makes Demon. Demon is a 6. Max. Malekith thins the deck so you find it more reliably. Moonstone gives you the doubling. Annihilus takes care of the Hood. Zabu's making all your 4s cheaper. And then if you can Renslayer Moonstone, your Iron Man Mystique are so cheap, plus the Cerebro, of course, that it goes. It definitely goes. We should just play more C6 for the rest of the day. It's going to get us to #1 infinite. For sure. We're going to pass Jeet. The only way we pass Jeet is by playing C6. Guys, is Jeet also a content creator, or does he only play? They'll never see it coming. I don't know, man. I thought that was one of my wins with C6 was against another C6. That's why we have such a high win rate. We played absolute detritus in terms of our opponents. He does stream. Is his handle also Jeet? He streams to anyone and everyone who wants to watch Phoenix Force gameplay. G13 or however many E's it takes. Okay, nice. Doom 99 is wrecking you? Oh no. What's it doing? Where's the nerf? I don't think it's getting nerfed, man. I think we're just gonna have to be able to battle it. And we get... Ooh. My board. My board is all dead. I don't know how I feel about this. Of course, they get the Wiccan. Yep, seems fair. Ghost Rider. I'm not discarding things. I'm not ever discarding things. A lot of my things have now been destroyed. Nah, I guess a 0-4 is fine anyway. I have Dracula, but he does not discard until the end of the game. Drac goes very, very last. Pun for Loco. Thank you for the follow, mate. Thank you. Team Daddy grows stronger. I'm just wondering if I snap, I think he leaves, but the Galactus pull for his side against my Destroyer was just so imbalanced that we take these. Mystique the Devil, Moonstone the Mystique, Rogue the Devil. Boom, baby. These are the days that you wish the Patty gave you Shang. Could you imagine if we got Shang instead of Ghost Rider? That'd be so good. All right. We have now cracked the top 400, which is where we started. So let's take a look at all of the data mines. Hide this. Bring this up. The patch in all of its glory. All right. So we get these kids in February. And we get these guys. Ooh. April season is what if? These guys will be after February. The Prehistoric Avengers for March. Gather Earth's most mystic might with Agamotto in the latest premium season pass. Wait, if I view this? Okay, that's just what the battle pass will contain. With another Odin variant. Amazing. Prehistoric Odin. Okay. Moving on, moving on. Cobra. Zoom in. Switch an enemy card here that didn't start in your opponent's deck to your side. So we can grab a card, pull it to our side. Are we able to actually manipulate this though, guys? Like, you can't really. You don't want the goblins back. If you play Viper and push something to their side, you want it to stay there to junk up their side of the board. Oh, could you imagine? No, hang on. Hear me out, Romania. You play... you play Havoc. You Viper it to their side of the board. It sits on their side of the board getting fatter and fatter, and then Cobra takes it back. You could steal the rock for debris. You don't want to steal the rock. It feels like it's more like a counter card for opponents who are doing high like card generation strategy. So I don't think it's viable. I do think it's bad, but it could be very funny in some specific cases, right? Let's go ahead and cover our grades as well. Don't want to block any of this cool card art. Okay. Isan. Why does it say legendary? What is this supposed to mean? Chat, do we have any understanding of what this is referencing? Horror Story, you have a great one. You're almost never stealing anything quality? No, definitely not. At the start of the game, if all your cards have different powers, give them +2 power. I like this. Little deck building challenge. Him being a 13 is fairly unique in and of itself, right? I heard legendary is going to be a new card type, meaning that you can only have one legendary card per list. Ah, that would make sense. So like they could make Thanos and Arishem legendary and then they can't double up. Does there exist any 13 13 power card in current snap? I don't think so. Here we go, 12 to 14. This could be really fun. Firehair, 2/2. You can move this once. When this moves, revive one of your destroyed cards here. I like it. The destroy revive idea seems super fun to me, so you can play her with Phoenix Force, or, you know, kind of tailor the, just like the on reveal builds that you reveal, you destroy them, you bring them back, stuff like that. Yeah, worse Phoenix Force, but she's a 2-cost, so I wouldn't say worse, just cheaper. Cheaper Phoenix Force, right? Fenris counter reversal because you're resurrecting before they get to Fenris. True. Khonshu. We don't know anything about Khonshu yet. Do we have any change logs? We don't. So, going from a 0/0 to a 2/1 could mean that this is going to stay a 2/1. It's just too far out. Red Wing. Starbrand. Keep going here. We have a lot of spells because Agamotto. Yeah. Here we go. And then you guys. I like the text changes. Yep. Okay. New Red Wing. Khonshu has to be a discard card to work with Moon Knight. Yeah, most likely. Something thematic, right? I think what they have listed under Fei is actually going to be Khonshu's effect. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. How's Moonstone? Not too special, but fun. So, new Red Wing used to be another like Beast or Falcon effect. Now a 3/3. The first time this moves, add a card from your hand to the old location. This makes me think that, I mean, you could play it in a move deck, but you're more likely to play it with a move package inside a deck that has, like, beefy mid-game and end-game cards, and then it can just thin, right? It'll only do it once, but still, a 3/3 that'll pull a card from hand to board for free sounds very worth. It's like a playable Sakaar. Yeah. Right, and then for even like cards like Scar that gain a benefit for the big bodies being on the board already, like it's good. Starbrand. At the start of the game, +2 power for each card in your deck with 10 or more power. At the start of the game, +2 power for each card in your deck with 10 or more power. So he just stacks early and then hangs on. If you're running a deck of all big boys, he's gonna be a really big boy. It's just the next blob, the next gore, etc. Try and find the best in slot ratio of power for cost, right? Yeah, Surtur deck is always gonna love it. So this is what we think Khonshu. We think that Khonshu is going to relate to Fanfei. When you discard this, put it back waxing and get +1 energy next turn. So then you're going to get Khonshu waxing and Khonshu full. Khonshu waxing, when a card is destroyed, +10% chance to Hulk out. They must change whatever this means, because I don't think he's going to turn into the Hulk. And Khonshu full, when a card is destroyed, +10% chance to Hulk out. When you discard this, put it back waxing and get extra energy. What is putting it back? I assume back in hand? So you can discard it, bring it back to hand, and it's going to change between waxing and full. Moon Knight, discard Khonshu, get reward. Yeah, exactly. It's an even cost card. I think that these text boxes will change, but I think it's a very fun idea. Without like a real power level to compare with, it's hard to say like what it can actually do. Khonshu will be another Scorn type, and it'll switch like old Snowguard. Yes, something like that. Between waxing and full, you either get more, you get extra energy, or like you get extra power the more times you discard it, and as it alternates. Ghost, the first rider. he's just cool. He has a 2/4 stat line and no ability. But the Ghost Rider riding the mammoth is amazing. Okay, so then to talk about all the spells, these are all cards that get added to your deck if you have Agamotto in your deck. And they're varying costs. So we have a 3/0, a 2/0, a 5/0, another 5/0, another 5/0 with the same name, but different art. We have this guy, and now Agamotto. At the start of the game, shuffle, we don't know how many, card token count, spells into your deck. These are the spells. We just don't know how many he gets. If he always gets all of his spells, or if he only gets a subset of his spells every single game. They're putting sorcery cards in Snap, yes! I think Agamotto is going to be pretty cool. I'm also a little surprised if they're adding the legendary tag, that they're not giving him legendary. And he's a 6/12 as well, right? So the stat line is even better than Thanos. It'll be curious if the spells have a draw mechanic. Or not, right? That's what's going to make it like, is it just going to be Thanos of another flavor? Or do these spells have to stand more on their own power rather than having that kind of cycling effect? I love the archetype, but without having any of the spell abilities, again, it's like impossible to theorycraft what this could do. They'll probably have legendary when he comes out if they implement that. I don't know, man. I mean, maybe. I could also see a world where they're looking at Arishem Thanos right now, and they're like, I like this. This should stay. So, maybe they won't. It depends a lot on how they want to write those spells. Please don't just make it Hearthstone. It's not going to be just Hearthstone. Alright. New game mode? What? Chat, why wasn't anybody asking me about this while we were streaming? Location War. It's hard to tell exactly what's there as there isn't much code or text, but it's looking like the first version will launch with a DR-themed version called Sanctum Showdown. There are 15 turns, and every turn a location is selected to be contested. The winner scores points at the end of each turn. A card from each player's board on that contested location is removed from the game and placed back in the deck. Because we know nothing about it? Fair enough. It sounds fun. 15 turns is a long time, but the idea of like only one location matters per turn, and then you have this cycle of cards bouncing from deck to board, or deck to hand to board to deck. Hopefully it's enough of a variation on Snap rules that it is actually, you know, feels different. As opposed to Deadpool's Diner that never really felt different. 15 turns sounds miserable. Well, what's the average, chat? Can someone give me the average number of turns in a Conquest match? It has to be more than 15, right? High stakes is round 5. If you played 4 turns around for 5 rounds, then you've played 20 turns. Obviously, there's a lot of variation, but you're probably playing like 30 turns in a Conquest match. So 15 turns doesn't sound that bad. It'll definitely be, I mean, it'll be way longer than a normal game. And it'll be way, way longer than a high voltage game. They're even going to release Khonshu with Scorn. That's cool. Save up your gold, boys. For the album is coming. Negative space, positive vibes. I like these. Those are fun. We still want draft mode. They're promising that they're working on it. But yeah, it's going to be a bit. Feels like they definitely improved the quality of cards in the spotlight caches. I think so. It's looking like it's going to be a pretty good season there. Conquest variant, Ultimate variant, Super Premium variant, Moon Knight, all the Agamotto cards, some Arsham cards. It's a fun Zola. Dude, I love this. Captain America Dinosaur. They have a dinosaur version of a lot of cards now. Cosmos getting some love. Electra. The dino variants are fun. This poor guy, he doesn't even have a nameplate yet. Well, there we go. Alright, any bundles with gold that we need to be saving up for? You can get the Captain America Dino for 3,500, along with 3,000 collector tokens. That actually looks okay. And then the border bundle would be bad, unless you really care about the cosmetic. Dagger, 4,000 credits, 2,400 gold. This looks pretty decent if you want to save for that. Okay, I mean, at least there's something coming out that's going to be gold. It's not like earth-shattering, but there we go. Booter snaps, all is well. We're just covering all of the data mines from the latest patch. I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs. Oh, man. All right. We are going to call the stream here. Thank you, everyone who came to hang out for our card testing. Always is a highlight for me getting to run through the cards and all the decks. I guess we'll throw up our grades one more time. The Patriot Ultron deck didn't really have legs. The Wiccan deck, actually, I think if that's the one that I would keep going back to. Cerebro 6s was fun. And the discard variant, it was fun, but I think it was not as good as other versions of discard that you can play. Alright, till next time, thank you guys all for watching. Keep on snapping.